It's officially easier to reach Ultimate Champion now in Clash Royale, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. If you take a look at this win multiplayer, as you can see, it is times 10 for people who reached Ultimate last season. Now, you might be asking yourself, okay, so how is it easier for everyone, not just people who reached Ultimate Champion? It indirectly helps everyone in the game, even people who haven't reached Ultimate, because the people who reached Ultimate the season before are going to reach Ultimate Champion way faster, having that times 10 multiplayer. So they're going to get an Ultimate Champion quickly, and when you reach Ultimate Champion, you don't face other players outside of Ultimate Champion, so if you haven't reached it, you won't face players as good. So we're going to push some ladder very beginning of the season here, using the deck that finished #1 in the world last season, and we have this times 10 multiplayer. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about after we win this first game here, and I'm very confident we're going to win this game, because we're using the most broken deck in the game right now. And before, the multiplayer was only times 6, so it would take players at least a couple days or so before the first person reached Ultimate Champion, but now there's already people inside of Ultimate Champion, and it hasn't even been 24 hours yet since the season started. So this kind of proves my point that indirectly makes it easier for everyone else to reach Ultimate Champion, if that makes sense. So he poisoned that. The wizard is going to... Oh, it didn't even splash the tower. Wow, I thought it was going to, but we kind of lucked out there, and it didn't. So we can go for an offensive mortar because we know that his giant skeleton is out of rotation, so it's definitely a good timing to do so. And yeah, guys, believe it or not, there were 9 people that finished in the top 10 using Miner. So Miner might potentially need a nerf. I know that might surprise some people, and some people might disagree with that because it's such a loved card. But if 9 people finished in the top 10 with it, that to me indicates that the card needs a nerf. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you guys think the Miner needs a nerf? And no, I'm not joking. I know there were all those memes that were like nerf Miner and all that stuff. I'm actually being dead serious. I think that the Miner actually does need a nerf potentially, even if it's just like a small health nerf or something like that, just because it's just the most consistent win condition right now. If you're having that many people finish inside of the top 10 with it, I feel like that kind of speaks enough. So we're just going to go for another offensive mortar here. He'll likely go for a giant skeleton on it. Yeah, he is going to. I called that. And then he'll probably play something else. Yeah, like an E-Wiz to protect it. So we'll just go ahead and get archers down here. And then probably go for an ice spirit. By the way, if you want to run this deck and you don't have Mighty Miner, you can probably use Knight or Valkyrie in the deck would honestly be almost as good. So we're going to go for another offensive mortar here. We're just keeping the pressure on. We'll go archers on top of this, and then we'll go Miner. He doesn't have the guards in rotation, so the Miner is likely going to get quite a lot of damage here. The mortar is going to lock on the tower. Giant skeleton, though, unfortunately may... Oh, no, I think we actually did push that away. Nice, so that was a good... Maybe that ice spear gets us another mortar lock. Or connection, excuse me. Bandit dashed on the tower. That was kind of trash reaction time by me. It's all good, though. We have a massive lead, so if we're a little sloppy with our defense, it's not really the end of the world. Miner's just chipping away at the tower. I'm going to go ahead and just poison aggressively because I'm pretty confident we can defend. We can even just go defensive mortar here. What is this guy's win condition even? It's just like a random deck for the most part. Very, very odd to say the least. We're going to get a Mighty Miner down here. Wizard is getting damage, but nowhere near enough to take the tower. Miner coming in. He doesn't catch it. We get the hit we need, and that's going to be GG. We just poison the tower out here, so we win our first game of the season, and I'll show you guys now what I'm talking about with that times 10 multiplayer that I was talking so much about. Look at that, plus 10. So from just that one win, we literally moved in to Challenger 2 already. I mean, that's insane. And then if we win the next game, we move into Challenger 3. Do you see what I'm talking about? How much quicker players who reached Ultimate the season before are going to get to Ultimate, and how it indirectly helps you guys. I hope you guys are like following along here, because if you guys have wanted to get Ultimate and you like maybe fell short by a little bit, you might be able to finally reach it this season, or at the very least in the next time there's like a 35-day season, it should especially be easier, because then you'll have an additional week, and there'll be this factor of the multiplayer. Okay, so yeah, if we win this, we're already in League 3 from literally just 2 games. We're gonna go mortar here. So we do got to watch out a little bit because he does have a balloon deck, and we pretty much, for the most part, only have one air counter. If you consider, well, I guess two, because I would consider the mortar a decent counter to the balloon because it does tank a couple shots from the balloon. It is pretty beefy. And then the poison, even with the slowdown, can be a somewhat, you know, decent answer to the balloon as a last resort, I guess. So we'll just go goblins here. And then we'll go defensive miner. And yeah, it should be defended without too much trouble. Alright, he does log that. Let's go ahead and... I think we should get a Mighty Miner down in front of the archers. It's a little bit aggressive, but he's got to defend this with probably quite a lot. Otherwise, it's going to do a ton of damage. And I'll tell you right now, that Fire Spirit's not going to be enough, I don't think. At least not for that mighty. Yeah, definitely not really enough, because we got a ton of damage there. If he goes for like a balloon or something with the magic archer, I'm gonna poison. If he doesn't do anything, I'm just gonna ignore it, since he already got, you know, way more damage in the left lane, so there's really no point in defending that. He's gonna let that. Okay, that was interesting that he decided to. So the archers are hopefully gonna have to carry us here on defense, and I think they will. They're just so broken right now. There we go. We are able to take that out. We're going to get a mortar down here. He's going to magic archer. Let's go ahead and log. So that way the mortar takes it out in one shot. Yeah, perfect. And yeah, miner's getting some chip damage on top of the tower. We just go for a hog here. Mortar gets another connection. Go Ice Spirit to hopefully prevent that hog from, yeah, taking out the mortar. And that's going to be GG right there. Should be able to defend relatively easily. We got the goblins. Fire Spirit, yeah, might jump on them, so we get Mighty Miner down. It's all good, though. We just got archers. And, I mean, yeah, it's going to be defended really easily, but I'll just mortar up high anyway. And, yeah, it's going to be GG. Hog Balloon, not your typical combination you see every day, but probably for a good reason, because it's relatively easy to defend, as you saw. Okay, so let's see in this video how high we can get from the multiplayer in just, like, I don't know, in just after a few games. What the? We're not in League 3. What the heck? What the? Well, that's awkward, because I said we were in the... Huh. I actually don't know how, oh, well, it's all good. We'll just get it this game. But yeah, I thought it would have been enough for League 3. I don't know, why I thought it was. Okay, Lumberjack. Is this guy really using, like, are we against Balloon again? I guess there's a good chance, because he did go Lumberjack first play of the game. Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and poison this. Let's see what this guy's gonna do here. We might have already won. That was a questionable play, to say the least. So here's what we're going to do, right? We're going to send this Mighty Miner in the other lane. And he's got to defend the Mighty Miner. Like, so the mortar's getting damage and the Mighty Miners can force a response out of him. Oh, he actually... Okay, wow. I'm kind of surprised that he got the king activated. Or, like, knew he could activate the king tower off of the Mighty Miner, considering he literally went for a golem at the bridge. I thought this guy was pretty clueless, no offense, but he kind of proved me wrong there with that king activation. So this guy does kind of know a thing or two about what he's doing, I guess. Unless that was just a lucky play. And, like, you know, he normally... I don't know, or he wouldn't be able to replicate something like that again, but either way. Okay, really nice Mighty Miner. I wasn't even predicting the Magic Archer, I just got a little lucky, I'll admit. And now it should be a good game, because he just wasted a Magic Archer, and yeah. Lumberjack is going to go down to the archers, Mortar's going to take the towers, now you just have to defend for the remainder of this game. His card levels don't even matter, like, the fact, I know what you guys are thinking, like, oh, he's under level, that's the only reason why, or I know there's, like, always people who, you know, and especially mid-ladder players, you know, always talk about level, which is understandable, right, if you're not, like, fully maxed, but, like, let's be honest, guys. I would still be destroying this guy, even if his Golem was level 11, and even if his Magic Archer was level 11. Like, doesn't even make an impact to this game. like, what basically happened this game would have still happened, I guess is what I'm saying. So yeah, we're just setting up defense here because, you know, there's really no point to pressure when all we gotta do is defend. Just poison this, pop that ability, go Ice Spirit here. And yeah, we're chilling. So yeah, not a bad matchup at all. Because, you know, we got the Mighty Miner, just got the defense we need. So another relatively easy win over here. Alright, so, yeah, I don't know, we'll definitely get to at least League 4. Alright, there we go, +8. So now we're at League 3. And then I think if I win the next game, then we're already in League 4, and you get an emote, okay. So that's a nice reward, I guess. Alright, I gotta bypass Royale, I forgot to do that. Okay, anyway, so if we win this, we're in League 4, I'm pretty sure. We'll go ahead and split archers here. He's gonna go for a Valkyrie. Okay, Ice Spirit. Let's see. We'll go Mighty Miner. Alright, he's gonna go Princess. So we don't want to log that because there's a very good chance he's running bait. So we do gotta watch out for that, obviously. I'm actually gonna Mortar to take out the Princess. I think it's fine. Yeah, it was a pretty good play. And apparently he's not gonna bother defending it for some reason. Ooh, I couldn't get the... it's alright. But yeah, I was trying to get the ability off in time to kill the Goblin Gang, so that way I wouldn't have had to waste, yeah, something else to counter them, but yeah, it doesn't matter that much. This is a very, very easy matchup. Bait is actually really bad right now, ever since the Goblin Barrel got nerfed. I'm gonna go ahead and poison this. The Princess should stay in that poison, because the Archer's still... Alright, we're gonna Mortar here for sure. And he's gonna probably play a building, maybe, if I had to guess. I don't know what he's doing, actually. Okay, well, that works. This is already, like, pretty much good game, because it's a good matchup, and we're just in an incredible position right now. Kind of sucks the Princess shot those, because if she didn't, then those goblins would have gotten quite a good amount of damage on his tower. It's all good, though. Archer's coming in. He's gonna go Valkyrie, so we'll just get a Mighty Miner down, I guess. Pop the ability here, and then just get an Ice Spirit down to distract those Spear Gobs. Mortar up, Goblins to maybe predict a building. Does he not have a... I guess he might not, because he's got Dark Goblin and Princess in the same deck. That could be why he hasn't, yeah, played a building, because he doesn't even have one in the first place. Looks like he gave up. Yep, he gave up like I said, so now that's gonna, there we go, puts us in Master 1, League 4. So, what, we've literally played only 4 games, and we're already in Master 4, that's nuts. Alright, we're against this Arabic player here. He's gonna get a Dark Gob down, do get that Ice Spirit down in time, doesn't fully counter though, unfortunately, but it did mitigate a shot or two. He's got a Golden Knight. Alright, so it could be some kind of bait deck. We'll see what he's got. Let's get a Mighty Miner down. Send this in the other lane. It's gonna force a response out of him. Oh, a mirror. That's interesting. So we'll just go archers here. Cleans that up really easily. It's like a little Ice Spirit. Okay, he's gonna go Firecracker. Let's get a Mortar down here. If he decides to go for a log or something, I'll, whoa, that was interesting. And I meant to say a Dark Goblin. I'll log the Dark Goblin. That's what I meant to say. There it is. And we're just keeping up the pressure here. That was kind of a bad ability. I didn't realize it was going to go to the Furnace, but it's actually okay because it damaged the Furnace. Could have been worse, I guess. You can actually fully count. It's hard to do, but you can actually fully counter a spirit and keep it alive for the counter push if you time it perfectly, but it's tough. Alright, so that mortar wasn't that great, but at least he did give us poison value. Yeah, and should be able to win this without too much trouble. We're in a relatively good position. Let's go ahead and split archers here. He's going to go for a firecracker. I'm going to miner. His mini P.E.K.K.A. isn't in cycle, which is probably his best thing to counter it. I'm going to activate the King Tower. I don't really care. I mean, we're poisoning 2 furnaces, and we're using a mortar deck anyway, so it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Like, in hindsight, like, it really doesn't matter, especially when we have this lead that we do. Doesn't really make too much of a difference. Mighty Miner is too broken. And that's actually going to activate the King Tower, I think. There we go. Get that down in time. Go goblins here. And then I think we'll go for a mortar. Aw. That's kind of unfortunate. All good, though. It's just a matter of time before we close out this game. Caught the miner, dang. This guy's not going out without a fight, I guess. Just Mighty Miner. Same thing as Golden Knight. Let's get that down and poison the Dark God. I'm just going to switch up the miner placement soon, because he's catching it every time. Since he realizes that I keep playing it in the front. So my next miner I'm going to play in the back, and I guarantee he won't catch it, probably. I'm like 90% sure. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, there we go. Nice win there. And I think with that, we'll call it a video. So yeah, as you guys can see, just insane how quick, like, you know, just how quick you move up. Like, I'm already, like, literally almost in League 5, and I just started pushing this season. This, like, video, like, in less than 20 minutes. I managed to almost climb up 5 leagues. If I was, without this multiplayer, I would currently right now be in probably only League 2. So, it really goes to show how much quicker it's going to be, and it's going to indirectly help everyone in the game reach Ultimate Champion and make it easier. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to give it a like if you did enjoy the video. Subscribe if you guys are not subscribed already. And thanks again. Until next time, guys.